All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out here spreading this gospel in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. I just wanted to touch on this article real quick because, it had a lot to do with a previous video, that I just posted on my page, on my channel. It talks about how a lot of these nations are very worried about this AI getting out of control once they start to implement it inside this technology, as far as weapons that they're going to use into war, and things like that. And they're very worried that AI is somehow going to turn on, its so-called creators, you know what I mean? Which I think that's a very likely and high chance that that's going to take place. I think that can be expected, but this is just another piece of information that goes along with what I was talking about. How they have now they have pilotless fighter jets, they got computers inside of them, that's controlled by AI, so it's going to be a lot of machines, cyborgs, terminators, and things like that, and even fighter jets and things like that that's going to be in this war, but they're going to be being controlled by artificial intelligence. Man, this is just another piece of proof, to show you what this third world war is going to be like, man. It's just going to be missiles and machines. You still going to have people out there, you still going to have soldiers and things like that, but they gonna get ultimately destroyed, man, because they fighting up against machines that are controlling themselves and making decisions by themselves, and they're going to be fighting against people that are going to be controlling these machines, but the people are going to be somewhere far away from the battlefield, controlling these robots and so on and so forth. But it says Air Force pulls off first AI flight and pilotless plane. So these jets and these planes that have these missiles on them and things like that, they're going to be making decisions on themselves, to shoot missiles at enemy targets and things like that, And this is what a lot of these nations are rushing for. They're trying to hurry up and develop this technology, which is going to be ultimately, their downfall, because these things is going to turn on them, because they're not going to work out everything that they need to work out, to make sure this technology is perfect when on the battlefield. So a lot of problems, a lot of things is going to happen, a lot of things that's going to happen with this AI. They're going to just be out there malfunctioning and killing anybody, killing the wrong people, and just all kind of things that they didn't really calculate, because they're rushing too fast to get to be the first to develop, this technology, because this third world war is coming quickly. But as you can see here in this picture, man, I guess this is one of the examples that they was trying to show, that this is one of their planes that are being controlled by just, it has nobody in it controlling it. It's just being controlled by AI. And it says this unmanned airplane takes off from the U.S. Army. The Air Force recently announced that it was flown by artificial intelligence for the first time. And it says Air Force researchers are touting the achievement of the first unmanned flight using artificial intelligence algorithms after a successful 3-hour sortie by this jet or this plane. And it says the flight took place at Florida's Eglin Air Force Base in July 25th, according to a statement issued Thursday by the Air Force Research Lab, which developed the unmanned plane in its partnership with Kratos. The AI algorithms used in the flight were created by the lab and honed through millions of hours of simulations, the statement said. So millions and millions of hours have been put in a computer or a chip, simulations, and then it's been, incorporated into this AI and put into this jet so that it knows how to do all the things that that these simulations show it how to do. It basically just follow all the simulations and all the tricks and everything, how to turn and make different maneuvers. All of that is in these simulations, and it's been incorporated into this jet, through a computer or something like that. And this is how they learn. They put all these information, millions of hours of information inside these things, so they know how to navigate on their own. But it says AI will be a critical element to future warfighting, and the speed at which we're going to have to understand the operational picture and make decisions. We need the coordinated efforts of our government, academia, and industry partners to keep pace. And it says this is a reusable unmanned plane that was designed to be far less costly to operate than traditional counterparts, whether they have a pilot or not, according to the Air Force Research Lab website. And it says the July 25th flight put a capstone on a multi-year partnership that began with the Skyborg Vanguard program, the statement said. And it says the plane used in this flight arrived at Eglin last year. It is rocket launched off a rail system and controlled from a ground station or airborne fighter. An onboard computer system can determine the best flight path and throttle setting to comply with commands, the Air Force says. So yeah, it has like a computing system on it, with like chips and things like that, with all the information of flight patterns and navigations and things that it need to do, that it's going to follow whatever situation that it run into. So it's basically learning on its own. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just a short video to show that, it just lines up with the last video that I uploaded. How AI is basically going to be taking over, this third world war that's coming up. It's going to be a lot of people out there. It's going to be a lot of on-foot soldiers, but it's going to be a lot of, just Terminators and cyborgs and, jets and things being controlled by AI, drones and shit like that. Because I know brothers have seen those videos of those drones being controlled by computers and how they was in formation. It was like almost perfectly. They was all just like hundreds of drones in the air, all being controlled by computers and things like that, and they was all lined up perfectly, all in unison, moving in unison, to create certain pictures in the sky, using lights and things like that. This is going to be on the actual battlefield, man, things like that. But except they're not going to be used for, light displays. They're going to be used for war, and they got certain drones that got bombs on them. They like they real small drones, but they got powerful bombs on them, and they can just fly into you and explode on impact, and these are just drones that just flying out of the sky, just smashing into shit and blowing up, man. They got all different types of weapons, and these things are going to be controlled by artificial intelligence, man. So this is going to be a very advanced, and sophisticated war, but it's going to be bloody. It's going to be, most of the soldiers on foot, they ain't gonna have no chance, man. Unless they protected by some other type of technology that we don't really know nothing about yet. But a lot of AI is going to be incorporated in this next war. It's going to have a big part in it. So I just wanted to share that, man. And I'm going to go ahead and give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole full elect. Shalom.